the Chili Peppers obviously the big thing when people hear your name. That's what's going to pop in their mind first. But have there been any other projects you've been working on recently that are interesting or exciting to you that you've been using this gear on that you think is working in a way that just excites your passions about music?
Yeah, I mean this band. I'm mixing a band called Sabia right now from Denmark, and they called up to have me mix their record, and I never heard of them before because they're in Denmark. They sing in English, of course, but I heard their record and their last record, and I was like, God, these guys are great. I love this kind of music. It's just kind of European pop rock stuff. Really big sounds and a lot of atmosphere and a lot of string parts. And it was just fun. And they wanted me to come over to Denmark, and we couldn't get the time and the studio situation together, so they were like, just forget it. We'll use a guy in his home studio. And I was just like, this is way too good to be mixed by some dude in a home studio in the middle of nowhere. No offense to the guy, but I really want to mix this record. So I was like, just send me a song. I'll mix it here and send it to you. No, we don't want to do that. We tried that. We don't want to go back and forth. I was just send me a song. Let me mix a song, and then you decide that. So I mixed a song, and they really liked it. So I was doing the singles. They loved the singles. Now I'm doing the whole record. And Tonelux, every single EQ all the time being used. So it's pretty happy. And I just mixed a record. I guess at the beginning of the year, I think in January, February, with a jazz group called Ascended, which is this kind of avant-garde jazz trio, piano, bass, drums. That was my friend Sebastian, and he's a composer. He doesn't play in the group, but he composes all the pieces, and so it's all charted out for the three players. And he came to me and he's like, I want to make a record, but I want it to be like 9 Inch Nails or Radiohead. I want it to be really fucked up sounding, but still remain have the jazz trio as the core group kind of thing. So I recorded it like a rock band and mic'd the drum kit like a rock kit, individually mic'd everywhere and room mics. And we ran the upright bass through a Marshall and recorded the piano in a regular way, and then distorted it later. And I mixed that in my mix closet through the Tonelux gear, and it was really fun, And I got to take my time on it because we weren't under budget constraints at that point, because the mix closet doesn't cost a lot of money. So we got to experiment a lot and use a lot of my toys and discover new plugins and stuff. But since the band was so small, I was summing everything individually through the Tonelux, and I might as well have been mixing on a big console at that point. It sounded great. It didn't feel like there was any compromise to things. Again, other than maybe my monitoring environment, which there's nothing I can do about right now. But it came out sounding pretty good. So I was really stoked about it.
So you get a call from a band in Denmark or something like that. Why do you think it is that people reach out to you? What's the Ryan Hewitt part of the equation that makes them think, I want this guy to mix my record?
Well, I was fortunate to do the Chili Peppers record, and that got a lot of recognition and airplay, and I'm really proud of how that sounds. I think that everybody involved did a really good job, and that's kind of representative of my sound. I like to be big and open and punchy and clean, but dirty at the same time. It's a very set of contradictory values that I have for it, but my goal is to not be pigeonholed into having a specific sound. Like I like to cater to the music and do whatever is necessary for the music. And I try not to do the same thing twice. I might use the same piece of gear twice, but maybe not the same way. And just do whatever the music calls for, And to be able to, I don't want to be one of those guys like I don't use reverb, or I don't mic the hi-hat, or I don't use this, or I don't use that. It's like my buddy Joe Barisi's like, I'll try anything once. So you experiment and hopefully just come up with what's right for the music, and then that will speak louder than anything I could do as a mixer. I want people to be paying attention to the music and not the man behind the curtain, so to speak. So no matter what kind of music I'm working on, what genre, instrumentation, whatever, I just want it to sound. I just want the music to speak through whatever I do. If that makes any sense at all. Just to connect. I wanted the listener to be able to connect with the music through what I do, and not get in the way so much with a bunch of fancy crap that no one really cares about.